Welcome to the 45 live music quiz, streamed all the way from sunny Dunnington. We have got Dan in the back office at home. He's going through all of the. He's basically checking answers, going through all the chat, answering questions. If there's anything that I don't hear or whatever, then just or don't see. I can't hear anything. I'm just talking to myself. Then yeah, Dan will be in touch. He's going to be doing all the answer forms and everything at the end. So big shout out to Dan Kentley. We have got 5 rounds once again. We have got round 1, general knowledge. Round 2, connections round. Round 3, me for coffee, you for coffee. Round 4, I'm not with the band. And round 5, an absolutely amazing musical charades round featuring members of the York music scene, which is it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves, got themselves a beer, got your quiz sheets, your answer sheets all set up and ready to go. You got your teams all ready. Without further ado, let's start the 45 music quiz. Round 1, general knowledge. Question number 1. How is American singer Michael Lee Addy better known? I've just remembered that I haven't actually read through these questions properly, so like last time, my pronunciation of things could be very interesting. There's question number 1. How is American singer Michael Lee Addy, or Addy, better known? Question number 2. Who was the first lead singer of AC/DC who died in 1980 at the age of 33? Diving right in there with the morbid questions. Nice one, Dan. Now it's question number 2. Who was the first lead singer of AC/DC who died in 1980 at the age of 33? Question number 3. Which folk duo were originally known as Tom and Jerry? That was 100% Dan's spelling. It was supposed to say known. Which folk duo were originally known as Tom and Jerry? Making me look good immediately there, Dan. Thanks very much. That was question number 3. Which folk duo were originally known as Tom and Jerry? Question number 4. Back in 2011, Snoop Dogg invited 71-year-old Ian Neal to hang out with him backstage at his gig in Cardiff. What was Ian's occupation? And we have stepped up the production value once again. It's a multiple choice round. So, Ian Neal, was he A, a drug dealer? Was he B, a farmer? C, a chauffeur? Or D, a nightclub owner? So that's back in 2011. Snoop Dogg invited 71-year-old Ian Neal to hang out with him backstage at his gig in Cardiff. What was Ian's occupation? Was he A, a drug dealer, B, a farmer, C, chauffeur, or D, a nightclub owner? Question number 5. Janis Joplin Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, and Kurt Cobain were all what age when they died? Just keep on going with these jolly questions. We've got 2 rounds of death already, and we're only at question 5. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, and Kurt Cobain were all what age when they died? That was question number 5. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, and Kurt Cobain were all what age when they died? Another multiple choice question. Which 2000s pop hit did Paramount Pictures want to turn into a movie? Was it A, Britney Spears, Lucky? B, Ashlee Simpson, Autobiography? C, Jennifer Lopez, Jenny from the Block? Or D, Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy? That's in which 2000s pop hit did Paramount Pictures want to turn into a movie? Was it A, Britney Spears, Lucky? B, Ashlee Simpson, Autobiography? C, Jennifer Lopez, Jenny from the Block? Or D, Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy? That's question number 6. Which 2000 pop hit did Paramount Pictures want to turn into a movie? Was it A, Britney Spears with Lucky? B, Ashlee Simpson, Autobiography? C, Jennifer Lopez, Jenny from the Block? Or D, Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy? Question number 7. In Gustav Holst's The Planets, which planet is the magician? Question number 7. In Gustav Holst's The Planets, which planet is the magician? That was question number 7. In Gustav Holst's The Planets, which planet is the magician? Question number 8. Another multiple choice question. Should have probably put the multiple choices on the thing itself, but there isn't any room. How did the Spice Girls get their names? Was it A, their record executive? B, the host of a chat show? C, a magazine editor? Or D, they piece their own? That's question number 8. How did the Spice Girls get their names? Was it A, the record executive? B, the host of a chat show? C, a magazine editor? Or D, they piece them their own? Dan is putting the multiple choices in the chat as well. Question number 9. There are two standard types of piano. One is a grand. What is the other? And yes, when I say Spice Girls' names, I mean their nicknames, not. I mean, I'd imagine it was their parents who gave them the names in the first place. That was question number 9. There are two standard types of piano. One is a grand. What is the other? And that was question number 9. Two standard types of piano. One is a grand. What is the other? And finally, another multiple choice question for the final question of general knowledge. What does the word karaoke literally translate as? Is it A, without words, B, singing with passion, C, fake singer, or D, empty orchestra? This is a final question for general knowledge. What does the word karaoke literally translate as? Is it A, without words, B, singing with passion, C, fake singer, or D, empty orchestra? So, it's the end of round 1. Dan has put all of the multiple choice answers in the chat. And when we're ready to move on, just smash that like button, as they say. We've got 160 people watching, so thank you very much for getting involved. Let's crack open another bevy, shall we? I was told that it was a lot better when I drank more, which is probably not the, best thing to hear. Let's see how the Stella does. Okay. Round number 2. We're in the connections round. So, we have got 5 questions and a connection. There are, these all the answers to these are connected in one way or another. So let's start with question number 1 for the connections round. Which 1967 Jefferson Airplane song became one of the first to sneak drug references past radio censors? That's question number 1. Which 1967 Jefferson Airplane song became the first to sneak drug references past radio censors? Question number 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical pioneered the sung-through genre, in which there is no spoken dialogue? That's question number 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical pioneered, I can't even speak, pioneered the sung-through genre in which there is no spoken dialogue? question number 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical pioneered the sung-through genre in which there is no spoken dialogue? Question number 3. Including the hit single You Sexy Thing, which band had at least one single every year from the year 1970 to 1984? That's including the hit single You Sexy Thing. Which band had at least one hit single every year from 1970 to 1984? That was question number 3. Including the hit single You Sexy Thing, which band had at least one hit single every year from 1970 to 1984? Question number 4. What is the name of 2019 Kanye West album, which became the first ever to top the Billboard 200, top R&B/hip-hop albums, top rap albums, top Christian albums, and top gospel albums at the same time? That's question number 4. What is the name of the 2019 Kanye West album, which became the first to ever top the Billboard 200, top R&B/hip-hop albums, top rap albums, top Christian albums, and top gospel albums at the same time? That was question number 4. What is the name of the 2019 Kanye West album, which became the first ever to top the Billboard 200, top R&B/hip-hop albums, top rap albums, top Christian albums, and top gospel albums at the same time? Question number 5. In the Beatles song, I Am the Walrus, as well as being a walrus, John Lennon is what? A fantastic question, if I do say so myself. In the Beatles song, I Am the Walrus, as well as being a walrus, what is John Lennon? That's question number 5. In the Beatles song, I Am the Walrus, as well as being a walrus, John Lennon is what? And question number 6 is, what is the connection between these? And once we are ready, if you want to smash that like button, I'll now to move on to the next round, which is the coffee round, which I can't remember what it was called now. Me for coffee, you for coffee. That's the one. Which is all multiple choice, which we now know potentially is well, Dan's going to have to get on the copy and pasting for the answers for this one into the chat. So it's round number 3. Me for coffee, you for coffee, which is a multiple choice round. Question number 1. Approximately how many coffee beans go into a single espresso? Is it A, 12, B, 22, C, 42, or D, 82? Approximately how many coffee beans go into a single espresso? Is it A, 12, B, 22, C, 42, or D, 82? That's question number 1. Approximately how many coffee beans go into a single espresso? Is it A, 12, B, 22, C, 42, or D, 82? Question number 2. Which composer wrote the Coffee Cantata in 1732? Probably not pronounced that correctly. Was it A, Mozart, B, Strauss, C, Bach, or D, Holst? Which composer wrote the Coffee Cantata in 1732? Was it A, Mozart, B, Strauss, C, Bach, or D, Holst? That was question number 2. Which composer wrote the Coffee Cantata in 1732? Is it A, Mozart, B, Strauss, C, Bach, or D, Holst? Question number 3. In which month are decaffeinated coffee sales at their highest? It's question number 3. Which month are decaffeinated coffee sales at their highest? Is it A, January, B, April, C, August, or D, December? That's question number 3. Which month are decaffeinated coffee sales at their highest? Is it A, January, B, April, C, August, or D, December? You've got a 1 out of 12 chance of getting this. Well, no, you've got 1 out of 4 chance. That doesn't even make any sense. At least it's a month. That's question number 3. In which month are decaffeinated coffee sales at the highest? Is it A, January, B, April, C, August, or D, December? Question number 4. In which country is it legal for a woman to divorce her husband if he fails to provide her with her daily quota of coffee? Is it A, Turkey, B, Greece, C, Spain, or D, France? Just realised I haven't even read these questions once. I've just put them on the presentation, so I'm reading these for the first time. I do apologise. That's question number 4. In which country is it legal for women to divorce her husband if he fails to provide her with her daily quota of coffee? Is it A, Turkey, B, Greece, C, Spain, or D, France? That's question number 4. In which country is it legal for a woman to divorce her husband if he fails to provide her with a daily quota of coffee? Is it A, Turkey, B, Greece, C, Spain, or D, France? Question number 5. How was coffee first known in Europe? Was it A, an Australian beer, B, Arabic medicine, C, Brazilian tonic, or D, Arabian wine? That's question number 5. How was coffee first known in Europe? Was it A, Australian beer, B, Arabic medicine, C, Brazilian tonic, or D, Arabian wine? Arabian wine. That's question number 5. How was coffee first known in Europe? Was it A, Australian beer, B, Arabic medicine, D, Brazilian tonic, or D, Arabian wine? I've got a feeling this round is going to go on for quite some time. Question number 6. Which the name cappuccino comes from? A, the drink's resemblance to the brown cowls worn by Capuchin monks. B, the similarity in colour to the fur of capuchin monkeys. C, the Italian puccino, meaning light brown one. Or D, the size of the cup in which it's commonly served. That's question number 6. The name cappuccino comes from A, the drink's resemblance to the brown cowls worn by Capuchin monks. B, the similarity in colour to the fur of Capuchin monkeys. C, the Italian puccino, meaning light brown one. And D, the size of the cup in which it's commonly served. That's question number 6. The name cappuccino. Where does it come from? Is it A, the drink's resemblance to the brown cowls worn by Capuchin monks? B, the similarity in colour to the fur of Capuchin monkeys? C, the Italian puccino, meaning light brown one? Or D, the size of the cup in which it's commonly served? Question number 7. Kopi Luwak, the world's most expensive cup of coffee, up to $600 a pound, is what? Is it A, processed during a full moon? B, brewed only with solid gold pots? C, made from coffee beans, eaten and then excreted by Sumatran wildcat? Or D, grown at higher altitude than any other bean? That's question number 7. Kopi Luwak, the world's most expensive coffee, is what? Is it A, processed during a full moon? B, brewed only with solid gold pots? C, made from coffee beans eaten and then excreted by Sumatran wildcat? Or D, grown at a higher altitude than any other bean? That's question number 7. Kopi Luwak, the world's most expensive coffee, up to $600 a pound, is what? So A, processed during a full moon. B, brewed only with solid gold pots. C, made from coffee beans eaten and excreted by Sumatran wildcat. Or D, grown at a higher altitude than any other bean? Question number 8. In Greece and Turkey, which person is always served their coffee first? It's in Greece and Turkey. Which person is always served their coffee first? Is it A, the youngest, B, the oldest, C, the richest, or D, the most attractive? It's in Greece and Turkey. Which person is almost always served their coffee first? Is it A, the youngest, B, the oldest, C, the richest, or D, the most attractive? That's question number 8. In Greece and Turkey, which person is almost always served their coffee first? Is it A, the youngest, B, the oldest, C, the richest, or D, the most attractive? Question number 9. Which singer and musician had a hit with One More Cup of Coffee? Was it A, Bob Dylan, B, James Blunt, C, Paul Simon, or D, Marilyn Manson? Which singer and musician had a hit with One More Cup of Coffee? Was it A, Bob Dylan, B, James Blunt, C, Paul Simon, or D, Marilyn Manson? That's question number 9. Which singer and musician had a hit with One More Cup of Coffee? Was it A, Bob Dylan, B, James Blunt, C, Paul Simon, or D, Marilyn Manson? And the final question for me for coffee, you for coffee. Question number 10. How did the term Cup of Joe originate? Was it A, it refers to a Navy admiral who banned alcohol aboard Navy ships? Was it B, it refers to Joe Foigers, a prominent purveyor of coffee? Should have read these. Was it C, it was an Americanized version of the term Cup of Java? Or D, it comes from Jojo, the African word for bean? So question number 10, how did the term Cup of Joe originate? It refers to a Navy admiral who banned alcohol aboard Navy ships. Was it B, it refers to Joe Folgers, a prominent purveyor of coffee? Was it C, an Americanized version of the term Cup of Java? Or D, it comes from Jojo, the African word for bean? That was question number 10, the final question of round 3. How did the term Cup of Joe originate? I can't speak at all tonight. A, it refers to a Navy admiral who banned alcohol aboard Navy ships. B, it refers to Joe Folgers, a prominent purveyor of coffee. C, it's an Americanized version of the term Cup of Java. Or D, it comes from the word Jojo, the African word for bean. So if you want any of the multiple choice, put them back into the chat. Dan will be able to copy and paste them for you. So all these are multiple choice answers. I'll know next time to actually put it on the slide. And then once we're ready, drop some likes in the chat. We're going to be on to round 4, which is our favourite. I'm Not With the Band. Round number 4. I'm Not With the Band.
That's some nice fluting, boy.
Some nice fluting, boy, there. So round number 4, I'm Not With the Band. People who are unfamiliar. In this round, we have got 5 pictures of bands. Tonight, seeing as we did boy bands last week, it was only fair that we do girl bands this week. We have got 5 girl bands. One of the members of these girl bands has had their face photoshopped of a member of a different band. You've got to you get a point for who is the band that you see a photo of and which member has their face photoshopped. So there'll be a number, which will be 1 to 5 generally, which will be who's had their face photoshopped. That's probably the one you're going to get the answer on because it's a pretty abysmal photoshopping. And then you get the second point for who is the band that the picture is of. And all the faces have been replaced collectively by another band. And this is all girl bands this week. So we'll kick things off. I'm Not With the Band. Question number 1. Quite proud of this one. So we get a point for which one has had their face photoshopped. Is it 1, 2, or 3? And you get another point for who is this band? I will eventually kind of think about how to explain this properly. But in the meantime, I'll just kind of mumble my way through it and hope that you just kind of understand. So, this is question number 1. Who has been photoshopped and who is this band? Question number 2. Who has been photoshopped? Is it member number 1, 2, 3, or 4? And who is this band? That's question number 2. Which member, 1, 2, 3, or 4, has been photoshopped? And who is the name? What is the name of this band? Question number 3. Looks a little bit like Vicky Pollard here. who has been photoshopped on this photo? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And for a second point, who is this band? And I specifically tried to find old photos of all of these bands. I think most of them are still going. A couple of them aren't. So that's question number 3. Who's been photoshopped in? And what is the name of this band? Question number 4. This one's getting a little bit better. Which one? Which one has been photoshopped in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? And what is the name of this band? Or girl group, you know. Same thing. That's question number 4. Who has been photoshopped in? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? And what is the name of this band? Question number 5. Who's been photoshopped in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? I'm actually quite proud of this one as well. So who's been photoshopped in and what is the name of this band? That's question number 5. Who's been photoshopped in and what is the name of this band? And finally, I think we've probably got it all by now anyway, but who is the people that we've that we've used the faces for my excellent photoshopping skills for I'm Not With the Band this week? I don't know what I managed to do it. I've managed to press up my phone now. I can't see what the live stream's doing. There we go. Back on. So what is the name of this band that I've used all the photos, the faces for? It's a classic round. You've hopefully got the concept of it now. But if you can try and explain it to me that it isn't like 5 years long. And once we're ready, if we smash that like button, we'll go on to the final round, which is the music charades round, which I'm so looking forward to watching tonight. Because then it takes all the weight off my shoulders. If you want to see number 3 again, that's number 3. Who's been photoshopped? And who is this band? Okie dokie. Round number 5. Oh, Round number 5, music, charades, 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 charades. Yesterday, I went and messaged various members of the York music scene asking if they could do a music charade of a band or an artist. So we have got 5. We've got 5 charades coming up from various members of the York music scene. Takes the weight off my shoulders because that means that it wasn't. If it's awful, then it's not my fault. So that's a bit of forward thinking there. But they're all quite good. Music charades. We're going to kick things off with the lovely Chris Sherrington from the Fulford Arms, sporting an excellent T-shirt there for a band called This House Is Haunted. It's my band. Take it away, Chris. This is Music Charades. Question number 1. Excellent work there, Chris. Fantastic work. Are we pronouncing it charades then, or charades? So that was Chris Sherrington from the Fulford Arms. We'll watch it one more time. Even though I think we've probably got it by now. So we all know how charades works. So these are all bands or artists. So there's some top acting skills here. Fantastic work. Absolutely incredible. Question number 2. We've got the lovely Kitty VR has done a question for us. This is question number 2. For music charades. A little bit of a shorter one, this one. So this is question number 2 from Kitty VR. There we go. Apparently I just made Joe's dog poo somehow. And it's also pronounced charades. So that's all it's going to be from now on. Music charades. Question number 3. Well, this is the lovely Sam Griffiths from the Howl and the Hum. Taking charades a little bit too literally. But let's just see his video for all 4 seconds that it actually is. What band? He's Sam Griffiths from the Howl and the Hum. Displaying here. A little bit too literal. But at least everyone knows what they're getting. Let's see this video once again. Oh, Sam Griffiths. Oh, no, hang on. There we go. Sam Griffiths from the Howl and the Hum, displaying which band here? I will go through all these again at the end. And this is question number 4. From everyone's friend, Johnny Gill. It's question number 4 from Johnny Gill. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Got a bit too excited there. So it's syllables which are pressed on the arm. If you didn't get that already. If you're not too, if you don't know about your charades. That was question number 4 from the lovely Johnny Gill. So syllables are pressed on the arm there. So we'll go through all these again. And here we have my mate Johnny Mennell, who has taken production value to the absolute extreme for this one. So get ready for Johnny Mennell's music charades. Oh, I've done it again. Hang on. There we go.
Right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck with that.
Absolutely top production skills there from Johnny Mennell. Let's see that once again. It's blockbuster worthy.
Right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck with that.
So that was the last question for the musical charades. So we'll go back through from question number 1 with the wonderful Chris Sherrington from the Fulford Arms. This is question number 1, repeated again. With some absolutely top acting skills here from Chris Sherrington from the Fulford Arms. Sporting an excellent t-shirt there for an absolutely brilliant band who are releasing a new song next week. Beautiful work. So it's question number 2 from Kitty VR. Short and sweet. Let's play that one again. Number 3, taking things quite literal with Sam Griffiths from the Howl and the Hum. Who is this band that he's doing his charades for? Number 4, the people's hero, Johnny Gill. Featuring Muesli there in the background. Little Mew. Also, shout out for the excellent filming skills there, Jen Chubb. I don't think it's gone unnoticed. And number 5, production value at its finest.
Right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck with that.
There we go. That was music charades featuring members of the York music scene. Thank you, everyone, for getting involved with that. It's absolutely going to be returning next week. Whether it's going to be, it's probably going to be a different theme next week, though. So we'll keep out for that. Right then. So that was the end of all the questions. We will be back soon. In probably about it'll be in 15 minutes' time. We are going to return. If you submit your Google Sheets form, we have. If you submit your Google Sheets form, Dan is sat at home. He's going to be going through all of the answers. There is a lot of them which will be coming through, so we're going to give him about 15 minutes. In the meantime, though, we've got a halftime challenge. Create your own Easter bonnet. And send a picture through to quiz@FortyFiveUK.com. The winner gets 5 bonus points at the end of the quiz. So anything that you can find around the house in the next 15 minutes. Create your own Easter bonnet. We will be back in 15 minutes. So at what time is it? 8:40. Is that right? Yeah, we'll be back at 8:40 to go through all the answers. We'll be back soon. Thank you very much. I've forgotten my phone. Hello, one and all. How are our Easter bonnets doing? We'll be starting with the answers in about 5 minutes' time. How's everyone feeling with the with their answers so far this week? We'll rethink the multiple choice thing next time, if we do it next time. I've also just seen a video, an absolutely amazing video, of two lads who have obviously had a bit of a skinful, cycling down Fossgate on a tandem bike, which I'm sure you'll probably be finding in your news feeds in a not too distant future. And so I believe that if anyone can beat this, we have got a team which has probably got the most spread out team members, all the way over to Vienna. Thank you, Joe, for the donation. It's much appreciated. We have got a little donation link, paypal.me/FortyFive UK. We can just drop a couple of pennies in there just to see us through this difficult time. It'll be much appreciated. So we're doing these every week for the foreseeable future. Let's crack open another bevy, shall we? And if you send your pictures of your Easter bonnets through to quiz@FortyFiveUK.com, Dan's going to be judging them. We'll be showing them at the end. I'm not entirely sure how many teams we've got this week. Last week we had 60, so I don't think we'll go through all 60 entries, if there is going to be 60 entries. But the winner will get 5 extra bonus points. Johnny Mennel is mammoth, well, partially mammoth, but his absolutely sensational production value of his music charades, I think you deserve a drink for that. As do all of our participants of the music charades round. We've got 64 teams playing tonight. So Dan's going to be calculating all of the answers while I'm going through the answers. When you've submitted your Google form, it all goes onto a spreadsheet, so Dan can kind of see everything from there, and he's marking them himself. So hopefully in the next 20 minutes, half an hour or so, we should be able to announce our winners. It'll be interesting to see how Pandemic at the Quiz Show do this week. Our reigning champions. Can they get a hat trick? Drop your team names in the chat. Let's see who we've got playing. We've got 64 teams playing, so it'd be lovely to hear from you all. Anna says, can you tell Sam Watling to stop farting? Sam Watling, can you please stop farting? So I'd like to bring on a special guest in a couple of minutes' time. My dear mother, who has has made exceptional work of her Easter bonnet for the halftime challenge. Let's get Carol in, shall we? Mother. Ready? Here we go.
You have to tell me when I'm in
Well,
shot.
you can just sit on the seat. You should be able to.
Hello, everybody.
Here is my dear mother's amazing Easter bonnet, sporting a scarf, a colander, and a shower
Scrunchy.
shower scrunchie.
Well,
so-
it sets a standard for everybody else.
Yeah,
to met.
setting a high standard for everyone else. So there we go.
Bye, everyone.
Hope she washes that colander out. Okie dokie. Right. Well, get your likes in the chat. Let's see when you're ready to start with the answers. Smash that like button. There's lots of love for Carol in the chat there. She's put up with me for 31 years, so big love to my mother. Let's crack on with the answers then. It's answer time. Don't forget to hashtag FortyFive quiz. Follow us on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll start off with round number 1. The general knowledge round. Question number 1. How was singer Michael Lee Addy better known? It's Meatloaf. Question number 2, starting things off with a very somber tone. Who was the first lead singer of AC/DC who died in 1980 at the age of 33? It's Bon Scott. Question number 3. Which folk rock duo were originally known as Tom and Jerry? Simon and Garfunkel. Question number 4. Back in 2011, Snoop Dogg invited 71-year-old Ian Neal to hang out with him backstage at his gig in Cardiff. What was his occupation? Was it A, drug dealer, B, farmer, C, chauffeur, or D, nightclub owner? The answer was B, he was a farmer. He holds several world records for giant vegetable growing. Snoop Dogg invited him because I do vegetation myself, and I wanted to know your secret. And his interview on the on the BBC is absolutely hilarious. Question number 5. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, and Kurt Cobain were all what age when they died? Bringing the somber tone back once again. Thank you, Mr. Kentley. They're all aged 27. Question number 6. Which 2000 pop hit did Paramount Pictures want to turn into a movie? Was it A, Britney Spears, Lucky, B, Ashley Simpson, Autobiography, C, Jennifer Lopez, Jenny from the Block, or D, Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy? It was D. It was Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. In 2003, Paramount Pictures purchased the right to Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. and had plans to turn it into a feature-length film. I mean, yeah, I can see that working. She was a boy, he was a girl. Can you make it any more obvious? That's how rom-coms start. Question number 7. In Gustav Holst's The Planet, which planet is the magician? Dan Kentley, it's Uranus. Of course he's got to put that in. Question number 8. How did the Spice Girls get their names? It wasn't their mothers. Was it A, their record executive, B, the host of a chat show, C, a magazine editor, or D, they pieced their own? No, it wasn't their mothers. It was C, a magazine editor. The Spice Girls did not come up with any of their nicknames. Their names were originally actually a fluke. They were dreamed up by an editor of the Top of the Pops magazine, and they just happened to stick. Question number 9. There are 2 standard types of piano. One is a grand. What is the other? It's a... number 8. It's upright. Question number 10. What does the word karaoke literally translate as? Is it A, without words, B, singing with passion, C, fake singer, or D, empty orchestra? It was D, empty orchestra. It's a blend of 2 words, kara, meaning empty, and oki, meaning for orchestra. Round number 2, connections round. Well, you've seen it now. Which 1967 Jefferson Airplane song became the first to sneak in drug references past radio censors? It was White Rabbit. Question number 2. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical pioneered the sung-through genre in which there's no spoken dialogue? It's Jesus Christ Superstar. Question number 3. Including the hit single You Sexy Thing, which band had at least 1 hit single every year from 1970 to 1984? It was Hot Chocolate. I think we're starting to see a trend here. Number 4. What is the name of the 2019 Kanye West album which became the first ever to top the Billboard 200? Top R&B/hip-hop albums, top rap albums, top Christian albums, and top gospel albums at the same time. It's Jesus is King, and it's an absolute corker of an album as well. Love it. Not quite as good as Life of Pablo, but it's still good. Question number 5. In the Beatles song, I Am the Walrus, as well as being a walrus, what is John Lennon? He is the Eggman. And question number 6. What is the connection? Well, let's be honest, it's Easter. And it's quite difficult to find any songs which have any reference to Easter which isn't like a classical song. So, we kind of stretch things a little bit there. But, there we go. Onwards to round number 3, the coffee round. What was the coffee round called again? Me for coffee, you for coffee. That's the one. Should have done a music thing for that. I need to actually get a theme tune going for this as well. That'd be great. So, coffee round. Question number 1. Approximately how many coffee beans go into a single espresso? Is it A, 12, B, 22, C, 42, or D, 82? It was C, 42. The meaning of life. Question number 2. Which composer wrote the coffee cantata? Which composer wrote the coffee cantata in 1732? Is it A, Mozart, B, Strauss, C, Bach, or D, Holst? It was C, J.S. Bach. Question number 3. Which months are decaffeinated coffee sales at their highest? Is it A, January, B, April, C, August, or D, December? It's A, January, due to everyone's New Year's resolutions, which I find quite interesting. But this isn't QI, this is DI. Magnum DI. I've had a few of them now. This is where things start getting interesting. Question number 4. Which country is it legal for women to divorce her husband if he fails to provide her with a daily quota of coffee? Was it A, Turkey, B, Greece, C, Spain, or D, France? It was A, Turkey, which I think is a very, very, perfect cause for divorce. Question number 5. How was coffee first known in Europe? Was it an Australian beer? B, A, an Australian beer. B, Arabic medicine. C, Brazilian tonic. Or D, Arabian wine. It was Arabian wine. Question number 6. The name cappuccino comes from A. The drink resemblance to the brown cowls worn by Capuchin monks. B. The similarity in colour to the fur of the Capuchin monkeys. C. The Italian pacino, meaning light brown one. Or D. The size of the cup in which it's commonly served. The answer was A. It was the word comes from the resemblance of the drink to the clothing of Capuchin monks. Would not have got that. Question number 7. Kopi Luwak. The world's most expensive coffee, up to $600 a pound, is what? Is it A, processed during a full moon? B, brewed only with solid gold pots? C, made from coffee beans eaten and then excreted by Sumatran wildcat? Or D, grown at a higher altitude than any other bean? It was C. It was pooped out by a wildcat. Question number 8. In Greece and Turkey, which person is almost always served their coffee first? Is it A, the youngest, B, the oldest, C, the richest, D, the most attractive? It is D. No, it's not. It's B. It's the oldest. Question number 9. Which singer and musician had a hit with One More Cup of Coffee? Was it A, Bob Dylan, B, James Blunt, C, Paul Simon, or D, Marilyn Manson? The answer is A, Bob Dylan on the 1976 album Desire. One More Cup of Coffee was later covered by several artists, including the White Stripes and Robert Plant. Thank you very much, Dan. Question number 10. How did the term Cup of Joe originate? Was it A, it refers to a Navy admiral who banned alcohol aboard Navy ships? Was it B, it refers to Joe Folgers, a prominent purveyor of coffee? Was it C, it's an Americanized version of the term Cup of Java? Or was it D, it comes from Jojo, the African word for bean? The answer is A. It comes from a Navy admiral. The term Cup of Joe is coined after Admiral Joseph Joe Daniels prohibited alcohol on board Navy ships, and so the men began drinking coffee instead. They nicknamed it Cup of Joe in honour of their admiral. There was a lot of words in that one, so I'm quite happy that we're going to go on to round number 4. I'm not with the band. The round which requires more explanation than it does asking the questions. So, we have round number 4. I'm not with the band. Who's this? Who's been photoshopped in and who is this band? I'm quite proud of this one. I think it's the only one which actually looked remotely convincing, but obviously it was number 2 who was photoshopped in, and this is Atomic Kitten. Question number 2. Who's been photoshopped in here? Yeah, a little bit more obvious on this one. It was obviously number 2 again, and this is Little Mix. Question number 3. Who's been photoshopped in here? It's quite obvious that it's Vicky Pollard on the end there. Number 5 has been photoshopped in, and this is, of course, with the lovely Cheryl Cole, it's Girls Aloud. Question number 4. Who's been photoshopped in here? Quite proud of this one as well, apart from the fact that you can quite obviously see that the hairstyle completely changes on number 2 there. And who is this band? It is the Pussycat Dolls. Number 5. Who is this? This is, again, referencing back to the last song at the Duchess, R.I.P. This is obviously number 2 because it's Victoria Beckham who's there. And this is Bewitched. And number 6, who is this band? Let's be honest, I think we've all got it by now. It's the Spice Girls. I don't think it was. Don't think that was my best. My best. I'm not with the band moment, but we'll see what happened next week. Are we going to keep with I'm not with the band, or shall we swap it out for something else? I don't know. We've still got another round to go yet. We've got music charades from various members of the York music scene who have kindly provided us with videos of charades. I've just realised that I haven't actually put the original videos on there, but we have got them answering what they have done. So we have got for musical charades. Question number 1. This from Chris Sherrington from the Fulford Arms. Let's hear it from Chris. Oh, done it again.
Hi Dom and everyone at the FortyFive Vinyl Music Quiz. It's Chris from the Fulford Arms here. Hello, hope you're having a good evening. And my charade was Tears for Fears. Hope you're head over heels about that. Have a good evening.
That was question number 1 from the wonderful Chris Sherrington, who did Tears for Fears. Question number 2 from Kitty VR.
So the artist I was doing was Amy Winehouse. I couldn't quite work out how to do the Amy part, so I just did Winehouse.
That was Kitty VR with number 2 for Amy Winehouse. Number 3, taking things a little bit too literally. Sam Griffiths from The Howl and the Hum.
As would seem incredibly obvious, I'm Radiohead.
I think if anyone's going to get any of them right, it's Sam Griffiths as Radiohead. Question number 4. The people's hero, Johnny Gill.
The answer, of course, was Coldplay.
Thank you very much, Johnny Gill, with Coldplay. And number 5, production value through the roof from Johnny Mennell.
Congratulations if you actually got that right. It was Guns N' Roses.
Had to leave that last bit in. So that was the music charades round. Tears for Fears, Amy Winehouse, Radiohead, Coldplay, and Guns N' Roses. So it's taken the weight off my my shoulders if people didn't get some of them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I've actually got through it so quickly, but we've got through to the end. That's all the answers. So Dan's going to be slaving away back at home, getting all the answers put together. So yeah, we'll sit around for a bit, wait and see what happens. We have, when we start doing the winners table, I'm going to have a flick through some of these photos of the Easter bonnet round. Obviously, we've got to go through all the Easter bonnet round first. So the winners will be announced soon. And there's probably people who are just marking things back at home rather than actually submitting your answers. That's absolutely fine. You can just play at home on your own, or you can... But Quiz Tina Aguilera's thinking there. Oh, well, I think... have the pandemic at the quiz show got some rivals on the cast tonight?
Give a shout out for people to put some money in.
Oh, yeah. I've been told that I need to put a shout out to say for people to put a little bit of money in from Amy. Thanks, Amy. We have got the, so paypal.me/FortyFive UK. You can drop a couple of quid in. That was lovely. We are going to be announcing the winners soon. Going to have a quick look at see how these photos are coming in for your Easter bonnets, which I'm so looking forward to seeing. As my mother very wonderfully demonstrated earlier on. No items in the folder. So Dan will be there, not for much longer now. Be able to start getting some teams going. Thank you very much for donating. It's Really, really appreciated. There's a lot of very confident people out there. Adriana Scalding, thank you very much for a few quid. It's very much appreciated. Managed to lose my live feed again. If it is my internet that's gone down, I do apologise. But the stream will just keep on running, even if my internet goes down, and it'll just reconnect when it can. Right then. Coming through now, apparently. Oh, how exciting. If you post the Easter bonnet pictures through to quiz@fortyfiveuk.com, I'm going to put them into a... they're all going into a folder. I'll be able to have a flick through them. Have a look at... See how good your Easter bonnet has been doing while we had a little break. Wilf and the Booze Hounds, 36. Or 31 if it was 1 point for each correct of the I'm Not With the Band round. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Yes, if you actually guessed who was actually missing from the band itself. Adriana, thanks for pronouncing my name right. Well, you're the only person who have actually pronounced any name right or anything right so far this evening, so I'm glad I'm glad it was you. So yeah, we've got 64 teams who are playing this evening. So that's broken the last record by 4 teams. So we do really, really appreciate having everyone involved. We've still got over 100 people watching. Let's see how these photos are doing. I'm expecting some absolute corkers in this. Let's see if I've even actually got things set up correctly on here. I haven't, but there is the Easter bonnets round. You might have just seen the screen kind of fly through all of a sudden. Oh, the answers are in. Mr. Kentley, beavering away. I think that was record timing as well. Fantastic work. So, we'll be doing the... we'll do the bonnets. I'll read through all the winners that we've got so far. And then, yeah, we'll do the bonnets after that. These are not necessarily in the right order. So if they could actually be put in the right order, please, Dan, that'd be lovely. So, all the team names that we've got coming through. We've got the Groombridge Addicts, Nacho Friend, Not Us, Howling at the Gulden, Rob Zombies from Whitby back once again, Central Perk, What the Duck back once again, Pandemic at the Quiz Show, reigning champions, Rockin' Robbins, the Grebos, the Welshies, Quickie Smarts, Jash. I'm not pronouncing that one. It's WWNN. I think there's supposed to be K's on the front of those knobs. Sorry. Neil and Brams Porter, Quizzy Rascals, the Flat Cappers, Uliskelv Massive, The Glee team, 2 Meter Cinema Club, they're back once again. Toy Story, Masterminds, Peanut Heads, L&L, the Red Hot Chili Lockdown, Quiz Team Aguilera, Co-Vienna 19, I like that one, all the way from Vienna. Team B with the ADHD, Scottish Dafties, Trivia Newton-John, Team Squish, Unplanned One-Man Band, I'm Stupid Mormon with an ugly face. Yeah. I know it. That's the Dodger crew. The Toro Locos. Saturday Night Cabin Fever. Love that one. Ferris Bueller's Lockdown. Schnitzel and McQuizzle. Grunge Bob Flared Pants. That's brilliant. Quiztina Aguilera. We've got 2 of them. Thing Quizzy. I'm not the BFH. That's Stuart Allen. It's a big hunt, and it's got facts in it. Got Quiz Partridge. Starving because the barbecue won't light. Fueled by espresso quarantinis. I feel included. Quizlamic State, brilliant. The Fold Walkers. Mixtape. Purple and the Brain. Quizzy Elliott, West London Massive. Oh God, there's loads. Show of Hand Sanitizer, fantastic team back again this week. Team Granite, Smack Bewitched Up, that's a classic. Have you got 20p, mate? To be honest, no, I've got absolutely nothing at the moment. Tequila Mockingbird, Let's Get Quizzical. I'm on my own. John Bon COVID, Smellside Quarantine Spirit, brilliant name, back again. Flu Fighters, Mulder and Scully. Florence Nightingale car boot sale. Yes, that was the answer to one of the questions I had last night with the Friends quiz, and I thought it sounded like a fantastic band name. Florence Nightingale's car boot sale and Quizzy Rascal. So that is all the teams. We will go from. How are we looking? Oh my days. Oh my days. This is an absolute shock. Horror. I can't believe it. Well, the tables have significantly turned. We're going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, right. With 45 points. Actually, am I doing this now? I need to do the. Hang on. See if they've got the bonnets. See if the bonnets have been uploaded yet. We have got bonnets uploaded. Let's have a look through some bonnets first, and then we'll do the winners table. Here we go. We're off to a flying start. Absolutely love this. Thank you very much. Well, fantastic. Tunnocks and Easter eggs just strapped to sellotape to her head. That's a good one. Fantastic. Is that there's some latex gloves there? Is that a pineapple? Is that a white pineapple, or is it just like a very elaborate cauliflower? Loving this one. Lint chocolate on a head, like that. Drop your likes in the chat when you see your own. I think this is Pandemic at the Quiz Show. I think it is Pandemic at the Quiz Show. That is absolutely sensational effort there. Unbelievable. Look at that. I'm impressed with that one. Going for the sinister vibe here. I'm not entirely sure who any of these people are. I should have actually said to put your team name, like hold a piece of paper with your team name up while we're doing these so you could actually see. Yeah. The tin foil is making a good appearance at the moment. Double ears. I mean, do cat points count as a bonnet? There's 2 pictures of cats. Don't know whether that's deliberate, but there you go. Oh, we started from the beginning again. Oh no, here we go. Is that Mr. Watling there, I think? From the Pop-Up Cinema Club. That's a brilliant one. That's a classic piece of work. Oh, look at this. See, the tin foil is really working. The bow tie, it brings out your eyes. Brings out your eyes, Josh. Is this pandemic at the quiz show again? They definitely had a lot more time on this than they did than 10 minutes or however long I gave them. That's a fantastic effort. I think that's all of them, is it? Is that all the ones we got in? Certainly seem like there's more than that. Oh no, we still got some coming through. That's Dave Deering with a snake on his head. Thank you very much, Dave Deering. Craig Robinson with Reese's on his head. Oh, I like that one. That's good. Yeah. No, that's some coding. Just I don't know whether that counts as a. Oh well, an Easter bonnet. Who on earth? Whoever did this, whoever sent this in, this is minus 5 points for the. I mean, I'm surprised. To be honest, now I've seen it, I'm surprised that more people haven't done an Easter bonnet. Absolutely genius. Thank you very much. This is some of these I think they're starting to repeat themselves here a little bit. How else are we doing? Got any more filtering through? We do. We've got a few. We've got a few coming. A few more. Is that Katie? And Louise. Stuffed animals. Enjoying the stuffed animals one. Right. I think that's all the that's all the Easter bonnets that we've got going on at the moment. So, where were we? Right. Easter bonnet contest. That's what we've just done. The winners table. So, yes, this is absolute game changing altogether. So obviously you got 5 extra points if you for the winner of the Easter bonnet competition. However, we're going to start in 10th position with joint 45 points. Stuart Allen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to say it. The Big Fact Hunt in joint 10th place, along with Thing Quizzy, Christina Aguilera, Grunge Bob Flared Pants, McSnitchell McQuizziel, Ferris Bueller's Lockdown, Saturday Night Cabin Fever. Oh no, sorry, I've got a bit too far ahead of myself. Yeah, sorry. In 9th place with 46 points, that's Snitchell McQuizziel, Ferris Bueller's Lockdown, Saturday Night Cabin Fever, the Toro Locos, and yeah, 46 in joint 9th place with I'm a Stupid Moron. You've got yourself in 9th place. You're in the top 10. Impressed. In joint 8th place with 47 points, Unplanned One Man Band, Team Squish, Trivia Newton John, the Scottish Dafties, Team B with the ADHD, and Co-Vienna 19. Fantastic work there. What was that? 10, 8, this is joint 7th with 48 points. This is all getting very close. 48 points, joint 7th. Quiztima Aguilera, the Red Hot Chili Lockdown, L&L, Peanut Heads, Masterminds, Toy Story, and 2 Meter Cinema Club. In joint 6th place with 49 points, the Glee team. I can't say it now. Uliskelf Massive, the Flat Cappers, Quizzy Rascals, and Neil and Brams Porter. We have got this is in 5th place. 5th place, of course, with 50 points, it's Wanky Wanky Knob Knob. Jash and the Quickie Smarts. 4th place, we've got the Welshies, the Grebos, the Rockin' Robins, What's the Duck, Central Perk, and unbelievably in joint 4th place with 51 points, it's also Pandemic at the Quiz Show. In joint 3rd place with 52 points, Rob Zombies from Whitby and Howling at the Goulden. And in 2nd place, with 53 points. It's Not Us and Nacho Friend. And the winners this week are, with 57 points, the Groombridge Addicts. Absolutely fantastic work there from everyone. Yeah, I mean, it's just this just keeps getting better and better every single time. So thank you very much. Congratulations to the Groombridge Addicts. We will be back next week with even more silliness and me getting a little bit drunk on Facebook Live to a good 100 people. Thank you all. If you could please consider donating to 45 Vinyl Cafe, paypal.me/45UK. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all at 45UK. And if you use the hashtag 45quiz, we can have a look through your posts. If you tagged us or anything on the Instagram stories, things like that, then we'll be reposting them over the next however long it's going to be. Thank you for sticking around with us for the about an hour and 45 minutes that we've been going. It's been wonderful to have you all. We will be back once again next week. We'll post up we'll post up the Easter bonnet photos as they come through. I believe that the Easter bonnet rounders is from Lee Richardson from Flat Cap Carnival, the greatest salsa band in York. Probably the only salsa band in York, but they're the greatest. And I'm not sure who. I presume it must have been the Groombridge Addicts because they won kind of 5 points ahead of everyone else. So yeah, thank you very much. We will be back next week, and we'll see you then. Thank you. Bye.